This is Miracles and Science Center for Continuous Personal and Professional Development. Today, the 30th of June, end of the month. We come again with another daily life lesson that is important. And this focuses on us as human beings not being able to accept certain things in our society, and yet we easily accept them when they're happening in the animal kingdom. So what this one tells us is that there are certain things that happen in nature, and these things are actually remnants into our modern society, and they dictate some of the activities we do. But unfortunately, we don't accept them, but we simply accept them in the animal kingdom. I'll just give one example about our children. You see that our children like running, climbing, jumping. We usually stop them. Don't do that. Don't run, you'll fall down. We don't accept that kind of behavior. But we know that actually that is reminiscent of our ancestors.
At the Miracles and Science Transformative Center, we transform your life for the better. Sail above life's problems in health, in relationships, in finances, in education, and in general well-being. Join any of our life transformative programs by visiting www.transformativecenter.com.
Speaking from an evolutionary point of view, that our ancestors, the way they used to live, a hunter-gatherer lifestyle, they used to run after animals, chase animals, run away from animals, climb trees, do all those things that children do. They are reminiscent of that kind of lifestyle of ancestors. Secondly, we find that in most cases our children like picking up things, putting them in the mouth, touching this, touching that, smelling this, throwing away that. Just typical of our ancestors. That is the kind of lifestyle they lived. In the forest, they would pick fruits, put in the mouth. If it is sour, they spit it. But they would taste, in most cases, using their tongues, their mouths, to know whether to eat or not to eat, just like the children do. So in most cases, we find telling children all the time, don't do that, don't. So actually what this one means is that children are born more with the natural aspects dictated by nature, and then they rely on them to learn what has been dictated by culture. Another example which I would give, but in the interest of time, we'll just mention it, is about the polygamous nature of men. I made a video about that sometime back, but that is another aspect that if I was to explain here, you find that it comes from actually nature. Because in nature, we have specific animals that pair for life, which constitutes not more than 3%, but the rest actually pair not for life, and that is also part and parcel of human nature, which we borrow from actually nature. And in most cases, because of that, society and culture has put confines, and then nature is also dictating something else, and there we have clashes in our families. But this one, we'll talk about it next time, another time, when we make that particular video to relate some of the sources of conflict that exist in our families, in our marriages, where nature is conflicting with culture and sometimes with religion. Therefore, in summary, it is important that in consideration of accepting nature, we need to reflect on how ancestors lived and be able to borrow some of those genetic traits that we have inherited to the present day that determine our activities. This has been a daily lesson for today.